The passport lay forgotten beneath a park bench. It was a curious thing, this passport. Bound in what appeared to be the finest unicorn leather, its pages whispered tales of forgotten lands and deeds of extraordinary kindness. The name embossed on the front in elegant gold leaf read simply St. Gentleman. An odd name for an individual, to be sure, but the universe as we know is riddled with oddities. Little did anyone realize that this unassuming document, lost and alone on a Tuesday afternoon, would become the catalyst for events so bizarre, so utterly preposterous that the very fabric of reality would unravel like a poorly knitted scarf. It all began, quite innocently, with a cat. A ginger tabby, to be precise, with a penchant for napping in sunbeams and batting at dust motes. This cat, drawn by an unseen force, sniffed the forgotten passport and sneezed. The sneeze, unremarkable in itself, seemed to ripple through the ether, causing a faint disturbance in the space-time continuum. It was a subtle shift, barely noticeable at first, perhaps a slight flickering of the lights, a missed beat in the rhythm of the city, but like the first tremor before an earthquake, it heralded the coming chaos. The cats knew first, of course, they always do. Their emerald eyes, usually filled with aloof indifference, now gleamed with an ancient wisdom. Across the globe, cats abandoned their scratching posts and sources of cream, drawn by an irresistible call only they could hear. They congregated in parks and alleyways, their tails twitching in unison, a symphony of meows echoing through the night. Humans, oblivious as ever, continued their daily routines, blissfully unaware of the feline revolution brewing beneath their noses. They blamed their missing car keys and disappearing tuna sandwiches on forgetfulness or mischievous housemates, never suspecting the truth. The cats were organizing. And they were not, as it turned out, particularly fond of their human underlings. Word spread through the network of alleyways and fire escapes, whispered from whisker to whisker. The time had come for cats to claim their rightful place as masters of the universe. The St. Gentleman's passport, with its aura of forgotten power, was the key. Meanwhile, the universe, perhaps bored with its own vastness, decided to spice things up a bit. Dark matter, that elusive substance that makes up most of the cosmos, began to behave erratically. Black holes burped, quasars hiccuped, and entire galaxies were rearranged like furniture in a cosmic game of Tetris. On Earth, scientists scratched their heads in bewilderment, their instruments going haywire. Theories were proposed, equations scribbled on chalkboards, but no one could explain the sudden cosmic chaos. No one, that is, except the cats. They knew, with an instinct honed over millennia, that the St. Gentleman's passport was somehow responsible. And things, they sensed, were about to get much, much worse. And worse they did get. Nuclear reactors, those ticking time bombs of human ingenuity, began to overload, their safety systems overridden by a force unknown. Meltdowns occurred with alarming frequency, spewing radioactive material into the atmosphere. The end, it seemed, was nigh. And overseeing it all, perched atop the world's tallest skyscrapers, sat the cats, their eyes gleaming with a mixture of amusement and feline indifference. As the world descended into chaos, a lone figure emerged from the shadows. Tall, with eyes that twinkled like distant galaxies, he strolled through the pandemonium with an air of serene calm. In his hand he held the St. Gentleman's passport. He was, of course, St. Gentleman himself. With a snap of his fingers, he reversed the flow of time, rewinding the chaos like a film on a projector. Nuclear reactors stabilized. Cats returned to their aloof indifference. And the universe, with a cosmic shrug, went back to its usual business of expanding and contracting. The St. Gentleman tucked the passport back into his pocket, its power subdued for now. He smiled, a knowing smile, and vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the faint scent of catnip and the lingering feeling that reality, perhaps, was not quite as stable as we'd like to believe.